the juice. Look, wait a minute. Tell them I got the juice. Look, by the way, tell them I got the juice.
Hello, kings and queens. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Trinity. You can call me Trinity. And let's just get right into the video. The number one question I get from you guys about my foundation is how does it look so smooth or flawless? Well, I'm gonna be 110% honest, guys. I don't have a lot of acne breakouts. Please let me cross my fingers, knock on wood. I have just been blessed and kind of figured out what products work for me for skincare wise. So my skin has been treating me very well for the last few months. So as in texture, I don't have a lot of texture on my skin. I do use foundation because like right now I have literally nothing on my skin. I have my eyebrows on and I have lashes. So as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation on my cheeks and darkness under my eyes. So those are my main problems. I do have, of course, a little darkness around the mouth, which is not surprising for darker skin tones. Most dark skinned women do have some type of shadowing around your mustache area. I probably need to shape a mustache too. But anyway, that is not the point of the video. So basically I'm just saying that disclaimer, like I just honestly don't have a lot of texture to deal with my skin. So yeah. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Starting with step one. Obviously, it's skincare. Moisturizing your skin. So at night, I use coconut oil because it's just been working amazing for me. And it's really been helping with my pigmentation and just keeping me hydrated. But it's a little too hydrating for me to wear under my makeup because I do have combination skin. So my T-zone is in the middle of my face. It's pretty oily, but my outskirts are pretty normal to dry. So I do use moisturizer under my makeup. I've been using Cetaphil moisturizer lately. Been loving that. That's been perfect. So once we get the moisturizing part down, move on to primers. So y'all already know I use my Master Prime, my Maybelline Master Prime. But I just take literally like maybe a dime size of that primer. And I concentrate it mainly in the middle of my face. Sorry if I'm looking this way, guys. My mirror is there. And then I just bring it all around my face. Because this one is the Blur and Smooth. And I basically need the Blur and Smooth for my pores. Which are pretty much mostly in the middle of my face. So now that we moisturize, you can even tell a little bit. You see that it took a little bit of that shine away. I was looking pretty shiny at first from the moisturizer, but you see how it kind of took a little bit of that shine away, which I like because once again I told you my T-zone is pretty oily. So now at this point and during my makeup routine, I would normally wait and then I would normally take this second to let everything soak in and go to my eyebrows. So then once I'm done with my eyebrows, everything is kind of like soaked in. So let's just wait. Let's open up some Christmas cards. No money. I'm totally joking. Thanks, Mom. I love the card. It was amazing. Love you. All right, I think we waited long enough, guys. So let's get right into it. Now, the next step is to color correct. I like to use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Orange Corrector. I also used to use MAC's color corrector in Peach Luster. I like that one also. I don't use too much of this highlighter because the color is so dark that it's just a lot of pigment, you know? So you can choose to either blend this out with your sponge or your finger. Sometimes I go in with my finger because the heat from your finger helps blend it into your skin a lot easier. And just blend it out a little bit more. But yeah, before my pigmentation, my hyperpigmentation on my cheeks got better to where it is now, I used to spot conceal, which means I used to just take concealer. I would take the color Chestnut from the Pro Concealers and I would just put them on my cheeks in those areas just so I can get that extra coverage in those specific areas. I do not suggest spot concealing all over the place, which is why it's called spot concealing, because you just put it in a few spots to conceal those areas. But since my face is getting a lot better, I don't have to do that anymore. But that would be the next step I would do. So now it's time to go straight into foundation. The only things I wanted to say about foundation first is find the foundation for you. Stop listening to all these YouTubers. Not me though. But all seriousness, stop looking at these girls on Instagram and YouTube and trying to use all the products that they're using. Find someone that has the same skin type as you. If you know you're oily, follow YouTubers with oily skin and see what foundations may work for them, what foundations don't work for them. If you have a warm undertone, follow somebody with a warm undertone, or cool, vice versa, whatever it is. Just use a foundation that's meant for you. My two favorite foundations right now, you all, if you've seen my videos, you know this, and I have literally been using them so much. I like the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. It's a waterproof long wear liquid foundation. Full coverage, matte finish, and it's oil free. Ding, 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 ding. You see why I like this? I love a matte finish foundation. It's waterproof. And it's oil free. Come on, guys. That just has Trinity written all over it. Trinity written all over it. And this shade, this is in the color 12. Honestly, guys, my name is Trinity and I'm addicted to mixing foundation shades. I don't know, guys. I've just always done it. If you've watched my channel for a long time, I've always mixed foundations. I've never found one foundation that just literally does everything I need. I found many that I love. Well, no, I'm lying, because Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation was like perfect. Absolute perfect, like perfection, like pure perfection. I haven't found one that has everything for me. But the LA Girl foundation came very close. The only thing, like this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wearing Illuminating Foundation. That's the only problem for this foundation for me. It's illuminating, which is good for drier skin, but when you're oily, it makes you even oilier. So I tried this foundation by itself. I love the coverage, I love the color, everything. It just makes me super oily. So I had to pair it with a mattifying primer or another mattifying foundation, which is how these two come together and make the perfect foundation for me. Like, I would definitely be repurchasing both of these and using them together for a long time. I just pump one pump of the Urban Decay and one pump of the LA Girl. And another reason why I like both of these foundations, they have pumps. Can we just have a hallelujah for foundations that have pumps? So I just mix it in. I'm gonna use my ring finger and I'm just gonna put it all over my face. So here, now I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush. I'm taking some of that foundation that's on my hand And this is a e.l.f. small stipple brush. I'm going to use that. Sometimes I'll go straight in with my beauty blender, but what I found I really like when I use a stippling brush and then finish it off with the beauty blender. So I use a stippling brush, and since I need more coverage on my cheeks, I push. You see I'm pushing it into the skin instead of swiping it. Push it on my cheeks so I can get more coverage. And then the areas that I don't need as much coverage, I do it in circular motions. I never swipe like this. I'm either going in circular motions or I'm pushing it into my skin. Okay, foundation is done. Easy peasy. Yeah. So now I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I'm going in with the color Fawn. It's the LA Pro Concealer. LA Girl Pro Concealer. Which I can't be surprised. So these are all the areas that you want to highlight. My bad, y'all. I got a phone call. And I just continued blending. Like, I forgot I cut the camera off. But I just blended out my concealer. And yes, when I get to the side here, I don't just stop blending here. I blend it up onto my temples. Just so it's not a harsh line. Currently, I'm mixing my Laura Mercier powder with my Sephora Bright Set powder because the Sephora powder is a yellow tinted powder and the Laura Mercier is translucent, but it's pretty white. So I just mixed with the powders in the top of my Laura Mercier and my Laura Mercier cap using my Morphe M438 brush. Raindrop. And I literally just dab my brush in it, tap off the excess. So I look up and I use my sponge to blend out all of the creasing. And then I go directly under the eye with the brush. And I do the same thing with the other eye. And then I bring it in all the highlighted area, all the areas that you put the concealer, you're just gonna set that with the powder. Another tip is I have laugh lines because I love to laugh and I'm not even mad about it. I live a happy life. So in my laugh lines, I put powder so they don't crease. So they don't crease on me throughout the day. Just because I'm extra. I like to go in with my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the color, I think it's NW45, but the sticker's gone. So I think it's NW45. Y'all seen me use this before. It looks just like this. I use my big fluffy brush from Real Techniques. And I just go all over my face just to give me the extra coverage. Once again, because I'm extra. And then now it's time, and now it is time to start bronzing. Okay, so let me explain this first. The difference between bronzing and contouring. Bronzing is like an overall area. Like, you're not being strategic about where you're putting the powder. You're just warming up the skin. You're making the skin look a little warmer, a little deeper. You're starting to put a little more dimension into the skin. So I am using my L'Oreal Infallible powder in the color Cocoa. Y'all see I'm hitting pan already. I just love this stuff. So I'm just going in a 3 on the side of my face. So from here to the cheekbones. From the cheekbones to the jawline, up to the forehead. So there's your 3. It keeps my contour from being extremely harsh. So I really like it. So now I'm going in for contouring. I'm of course using my NW58 Studio Fix foundation. The color is just amazing. I'm using a fan brush by Sonia Kashuk. I feel like this is all stuff that y'all hear in every single video that I do. So which is why I'm not going to film my foundation routine anymore. But so with myself and with my clients, I always say squeeze your cheeks like a fish. Like, it shows you exactly where the contour is supposed to go. So you look silly, but it works. You see that? And with me, as you notice, I don't go down too heavy. I don't go down too far, and I bring it up just a little bit along the hairline, around that little circle. You remember when I brought the concealer? I brought the concealer up. I'm basically bringing the contour around the concealer. So you contour differently for your face shape. With me, I like the way my contour looks when I do kind of like a circular motion at the end. Like, I'll bring it up to carve out my cheekbone. That's just, I don't know. I've been doing it for a long time. Something I do. But sometimes you'll find me and I'll just contour straight down. It's just a matter of how I'm feeling that day and what look I'm going for. And always make sure to bring the contour up to your forehead and on your jawline, because you're going in the same areas that you bronze, but you're just going with a little more strategic movement. Yeah. So basically, contouring is taking things that you want to put in the shadows. It makes your face look smaller. It makes you look thinner. Makes you look slimmer. Highlighting are all the things you want to bring to the light, which is why you use brighter colors. So I want to bring in my cheekbones so it gives me more angular face. I want to bring in my jawline and my chin because I don't want a double chin and I want to look more snatched, like honey snatch. And I got a big forehead, so of course I'm gonna want to contour my forehead. Every time after I contour, I always go back in with that brush that I used with the NW45, and I just kind of make sure everything looks seamless. And yeah, and as you can tell, I'm not a big like heavy contour type of girl. Like, I like a more subtle contour, but if you do like more of a heavy contour, just keep going, honey. Do your thing. Now I'm gonna do a little blush. All right, now for the best part. Drench myself in MAC Fix Plus. I'm running out, so it's not drenching me, but you get the point. And after I do my MAC Fix Plus, I don't know if it's because I'm impatient or what, but I always go in and kind of push into my skin with the beauty with my sponge. If you're not new to my channel, you already know what highlighters I use every single time, and I know it, so sorry. It's my favorites. Gold Deposit from MAC. I always layer this one first. Don't know why, just what I do. I think it's because it's a darker, richer gold, so I like to base it with that and then get lighter as you go. So yeah. So highlight, you want to go on this sides of your cheeks. You don't want to bring it down here. You don't want to, when you look forward, you don't want to see your highlight here. No. Keep it on the side. Keep it as a side surprise, you know? And with this, you can push it into the skin, or you can do like little soft side swipes. And I do bring it up like I did with the concealer. So then next I'm going in with Cheeky Bronze, like you didn't already know. And I'm going over those same areas just because I'm extra, y'all. You of course don't need this many highlighters. I'm just extra. And I know it. But it look good though. Alright. And my last highlighter. I've been using this one lately, but this is the Becca Moonstone. Really cute color, really nice color. And I just use a little bit of this because I am dark skinned. This is not a dark highlighter, so I don't want to look ashy or pale. But when you put just the right amount, it makes you look deliciously glowy. I don't know what's wrong with me today, y'all. I'm on one. The last step, guys, we're almost done. I just go back in with that beauty blender that we've been using the whole time and literally go over top of all the highlight just to make sure it doesn't look crazy and it's blended into your skin. And then spritz yourself one more time. And we're done. Of course, that took longer than it would take me on a normal day. But that's because I was stopping and kind of going through the steps and letting you all know every step by step of what I was doing in detail. So if I did miss something or you have questions about anything, make sure you put it in the comments below. I will answer every question. I reply to every single comment. All right, kings and queens, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. And let your girl know what you think about this video. If you want me to do more videos like this, where they're actually full-blown breakdowns, step by step, let me know. And I'll definitely do that for you guys. So, you already know what I'm going to say. Always remember, be positive, be great, and be you. Later.